Hey, what's going on, Taco fam? I know I just put out a deck profile, but today in my locals, we had a 16-man tournament. It was the season finale for season 4 for our team's locals on the point scale. After Swiss, I finished second before the tournament started, and we had 4 rounds, and then we cut the top cut. So I played Branded, and I'll show you what I was talking about, what I played. So, played 3 Albaz, 3 Looper. So this doesn't change. Most of this stuff is standard for my list. So I played for the sisters. I played 2 Quim, 2 Cartesia. I thought that they were pretty good. It's typical. And then the one of monsters that we all play. I played the Albion, of course, the Mercury, and the Kit. They all had their utility as always. The 1 Saronir. The only main deck Bistio I played, kind of wish I played a Lubellion, but it's alright, it worked out. And then I played Jowgen. So y'all should know where this is going. So instead of the puppet, I played this. And I'll show you why I played it later, but Jowgen was actually really good. It's sort of sometimes a turn skip if your opponent doesn't really have any other monsters that can like get over this. But if they do, you can set up your board to where you have Aquarius to protect this pretty much. Just make everything 0. For the spells, 3 fusion, 3 opening. This doesn't really change. 3 Nadir Servant, and then 3 deployment. Nothing changes there either. And then for the one-ofs, of course, we played Lost, Red. The second one came up, and I did talk about how I wanted to play 2. It does come up. White and High Spirits. All these were good today, except in the mirror. I didn't draw very well because I drew like both of these one-ofs and like some other cards, so only had limited plays, but I'll talk about that a little bit later. And then for some non-ninja slots, I decided to just play 2 Book of Moon here. It was just generic, and if I saw cash, this was good. It was good against everything outside of the mirror, but we all know that. And then like I told you guys before, I wanted to play 2 Thrusts. So this card's insane, and I wish I was playing it prior, but it helped me a lot in this tournament. And I'll show you too in the side why. But we played those, and then for the targets, I played 1 Tactics, 1 Duster, and 1 Duplication. So this engine right here was actually just nuts. I hard open this once, hard open this once, hard open this once. I didn't use this card as much, but there was times I didn't really need it. And my opponent wouldn't have hand traps sometimes if I had it, so that was the only time it was kind of dead. But it's cool. And then the last 2 cards. So this took this place of Expulsion, of course, but Banishment and Retribution, not really too much to say about these. They both were really good. The Banishment was cool whenever I saw it. It allowed me to make some plays. And for the extra, 2 Jade, of course, 2 Albion, and Lubellion. Not much to say. I won't change those ratios, to be honest. And then Sanctifier. So this was MVP. It's crazy. This is how you set up the Jowgen lock. If you get ashed and you have thrust, you set duplication, you just turbo into him and just send Jowgen, and then just Jowgen lock them. So that's what I did most of the day, and it won me all the matches that I did it in. Alba didn't really come up too much today, but he's always good. Titan, I send this a lot. Sprint, I send this a lot. And Rembrandt, I send this a lot. Unfortunately, I didn't play Brigand, but I might end up playing it again because I played something else in the extra. Kind of wish I didn't because as normal for me, it just never comes up. Then Quertus and the 2 Dust Dragon. So 2 Dust Dragon, that's standard for me. And then, of course, the Quertus. And it's the target. So this is how you protect Jowgen most times. Or if you have it next to a Mirror Jade, that's how you protect Jowgen as well. And the last 2 cards was Chimera. And today I played a Stapelia. Kind of wish I didn't because it just took up space. I don't ever summon it. And a Brigand or a Malong or even Lulu would have been better. But that was it for the extra. for my side deck, I decided to side 2 Nib. So post side, if you're going second, you side in 2 Nibs, 3 Drolls, and I played 3 Bell. So all these cards were really good. This protects you against Bystials when you do the Sanctifier play. That's mainly what we use this for. And it serves the purpose. It's good against the welcome cards. Droll is only good against super heavy. Didn't really see much of it, so I didn't really side this in too much. But it was still there. It was good in generic. And just giving them this with Sanctifier is really good. So when you really can't, like, when you special summon the first time, you just kind of put this in attack, any of the 0 attack ones, and you kind of just kill it for free damage. And it was okay. It didn't come up today at all. I didn't draw it, but in normal circumstances, it probably would. Then for my Bystials, I decided to just play Magnemite. So I kind of wish I played another name like Lubellion, just to have a higher chance of drawing Bystial. Drew this once and it actually won me the game because I had to use the Saronir, the tribute summon. And it sounds weird, but I got Grave of the Super Ancient Organism. So it's a good thing I played this package. The one puppet. So I thought this would have been cool to do because they would play around, you know, Jowgen, but post side, they won't see this one coming because they're like, oh, he plays Jowgen. But little do they know, you can play either one or both if you want. It just choose the brick you want to play, basically. And Jowgen's not the worst drawing going second. You just summon it, nuke everything, and then attack, I guess. But, you know, I think that card's going to get cut. And then play Call By just when I'm going first, just like stop hand traps like Ash or something. And I had a 15 slot. And my last 2 slots, my other 2 thrust targets. So Eradicator and Deck Debbie. These cards are crazy too. When you thrust into these in certain matchups, they are just blowouts. So typically, this is how I out floodgates as well. Or in the mirror match, you just hit all the spells. If they don't have any spells, that's cool. Anytime they draw a spell, it gets nuked. And it's a little harder for the mirror to play when you nuke all their spells. And they can only beat you with Monster Engine. And that's kind of hard to do when they have to deal with your Monster Engine and your spells and traps. So this is a quick list. This is just what I ended up playing. And this is what I used to finish out the season. And it was a good tournament. It's a good turnout. And plus, a good thing, since I knew all the people who were going to be in top 16, I knew how I could build my deck anyway. But if I were to go to a regional, more than likely I would probably play exactly this list anyway. So I think you guys should try this out. I think it's really fun. It's really cool. And it actually does a lot, to be honest. The only problem is the whole Jowgen line without Expulsion, you get threatened by Bystials too easily. So keep that in mind. But it's just like one of those, you can do it during their turn if you get ashed, if you thrust into duplication. That's the main thing. So let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Leave a like, subscribe, share this with your friends, and let's keep making the community better. All right, peace.